Okay, welcome everyone. This is Rising Stars tournament, Oz vs Little. We'll start the game soon. Got my co-caster here with me, Jimmy Mosquito.
Hello.
So, how do you think these teams will fare out?
Well, I think this is probably, to put it bluntly, it's pretty one-sided. Oz has all the experience on their team. Little being a newly formed team, is going to have to just work through a few speed bumps to get anywhere close to them. So, they might have had a few scrims, but we'll see.
Okay, well, I'll have to agree with you on that, actually. Oz are pretty strong at the moment with their lineup. Okay, so we've got a 2-2-1 split with the alien team. Getting those Paras and Hob, maybe. Oh, looks like they're going to crush Hob, picking the single guy out. Nope, 2 base.
That was Mouse that just went down, so he's jumped out of the hive straight away to help out in the skulks on the field.
Great base, taking out one of the spawners. Oh dear, this is not looking good at all for Little. And even more reinforcements. Without a comm, there's just no support.
Not too much damage done there.
It's really crippled them though. I mean, not getting... Oh, they're both 1 node each, or... Well, they have barely got their res up though. It's definitely pushed the Marines back, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're being super aggressive at the moment. Probably going to push through the platform if they can.
Absolutely looks that way, just reading the Marines really well. Is managing to take out one guy, but there's just way too many. This pack is pretty brutal.
I was watching one of the other games that I was played in the Rising Stars tournament, and it seems that they've, from what I've seen them, in other tournaments, they seem to be a lot more aggressive nowadays with their skulking and their skulk pack, which has worked well in their favour, I think.
Definitely does attribute to how confident your skulks are in landing those bites and being able to manoeuvre themselves around the Marine enough to avoid.
Yeah, that's right. And I think it's also to do with their experience as a team as well. They've learnt the hard way. They've played defensively before, but as you learn, NS2 is about offense. You can't sit back on your heels and defend. Definitely,
and you need to have strategies to counter it. That's really bad. IP down at base. Arms Lab almost going down as well there. Ooh, okay.
That's pretty much a good game right there, I think.
Yeah, definitely, unless they decide to drop a chair, but they don't have res for it, so everyone's way too far to come back. Very aggressive play there by Oz. They were just able to slice through the Marines really well. And without a counter, without any mines or anything like that, it's really hard to defend against, especially if you're not killing or winning those engagements. I think Oz are also, they've been together for a lot longer than Little have, so there's also that, as you said, with experience. Yeah.
No one expects you to come into a tournament that you've never really played any games before. Anything of even this level is still a lot higher level than anything that you can get from a pub or even a pug. Some pugs are good, but then you get other pugs. But there's no kind of teamwork involved in or consistent teamwork in a pug that you can get from scrimming together and playing in these tournaments.
Yeah, pub is starkly different to teamwork here in comp play. Pretty much every player counts in these games.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the weakest link on your team is pretty much as far as you can go. So you really want to get everyone on the same page in terms of what the team strategy is. Looks like we've got a fast turnaround here, which is good.
Yep, cool. It's just starting the second round, guys.
Just Gorgie staying in base here to build the arms lab. I was feeling pretty confident, it looks like. Don't want to go any mines or anything, which a lot of the kind of lower or mid-tier teams would generally do if they feel like they're not going to be able to shoot down the skulks as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty good counter. I mean, it's good up until lurks, I think. Although you can pretty much manage to get some lurks down with an event. If
yeah.
So I mean, they can spike them or they could die to an event.
Oz were always for a base rush in their day, so mines were always a good thing against them. But they're pretty confident to just go with the arms lab.
I mean, the other team, because they went mines first. Oz went mines first, but Little went arms lab first.
I know. I'm just saying they're confident enough to not need the mines.
Oh, right. Marine's trying to do a bit of early pressure there, but just getting crushed along the way. So.
As we say that, I thought they dropped an arms lab. That's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I was wrong.
thinking.
Marie, I see what's going on.
It's good lane blocking there. Caps in North Tunnels, denying them the access to platform, res tower, and then we've got Halls here at Capping Warehouse, so he can cover the other side too, and carry Mez hub area. They'll probably want to try to get into the alien res nodes as soon as possible, as soon as they figure out where the aliens are actually on the map. We're playing a little bit safe here with just trying to hopefully get an ambush, taking it easy, creeping up on the Marines. It's good that they've preempted, they're getting ready to crush logistics. That's a good,
almost got him, yeah.
That was really well played, actually. But because they've crushed one area, they've also let Gorgie run through into obs and pressure that node. So we've got armor 1 going up. Marine's doing a lot better.
There's been a little bit of harassment on the Marine res so far, but they haven't really got anything down yet, just kind of chipping away at them. And Capsnip's welding up platform as we speak.
Down. Yeah.
Mod's probably going to have to get out, which he does.
They've managed to get one res down, but nothing on the alien side just yet, which they will need to do really soon.
You really want to keep that constant res pressure up if you can, especially if your nodes are not getting pressured. Force the other team back so they're not focused on your res.
Oz have gone some offensive mines here around mezzanine. Instead of defending base. Yeah, that's really great pressure there. by Oz. Lurks are out. Oh, region almost going down. Pietro missing all of his pistol there.
We really needed to do a little bit better there, but they eventually get it, which is good.
Yeah, if they lost the lurk then and there, it would have just been really...
It would have been right on the back foot, that's for sure.
Frontal's saving their lurks at the moment.
When you look at the map now, and Marines do have a lot of res up. And while, 3 res nodes for the aliens is generally quite good, if, you're floating 6, 7 with the Marines, it doesn't really make much difference.
Exactly, they're extremely behind on res control. But that's because they've just been constantly being pushed into their nodes at the moment. Hopefully with the lurks out, they can kind of control the game a bit better now, but...
They've got 3 lurks up, so they really should be packing together, clearing one side at a time. It doesn't appear that they've,
they're not packing at all.
They can really do much by themselves, or even in a pair it wasn't as effective as you would hope, so maybe they need to stick in their 3s if they can, unless it's a singular Marine which just died in hub there.
They could be, if they went to base, base is still pretty open. Obviously it hasn't actually been built yet. It's one spawner, but...
This is their opportunity now. 4 Marines down, they need to start chewing res.
Yep. A bit slow there, I don't know what...
No, they're just flying around defending res, so they really need to get on that Marine extractors.
It's really useful to be... Oh, shotguns. Ooh. Region very lucky there, not getting killed in hub. Could be, no, it's a bit too slow. Obs in the corner there at hub.
Little Wick, is that Old Wick slotting for them, or?
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, it must be.
Looks like he's on res duty, which is good, having a
so
dedicated skull. Double lurk down.
Mm-hmm.
They're right on the back foot now. Doesn't look good at all.
No.
Carrot getting up the robotics factory and hub.
3 nodes to 1. 3 Marine nodes down. They've been able to hold at least 5 nodes this whole game. It's just not good. Weapons 2 pretty much off now. Fades are a bit laggy
Mouse
behind.
doing his favourite hub strategy of getting the sentries out there. Saw him rack up 11 sentry kills the other day, to be honest, so he's got a bit of an art for the sentry kill, that's for sure.
It works really well, especially if you have enough res to sustain everything else. It's just
exactly.
Why not?
Yeah. Lock it down.
An ore gate now would be ideal, and then that's it really. I would think. The fades are going to be really slow after this node comes down.
Got a couple of res until fades, but I think it's going to be a little bit too late for fades to do anything now.
If Little sort of focused on one side, they might have had a better chance in just being able to hold that one side, because it's quite hard to defend 2 opposite areas.
It is.
So, usually...
Especially with lurks versus shotguns as well. I didn't see the battle in hub. Were they too close kind of close quarters battles that shot down the lurks?
Yeah, I had that on screen. It was it was really, really risky. I mean, but what can you do? I mean,
I'm just going to clear it up here, and
if they hadn't lost that res
it'll be a
node,
good game when that lurk goes down, and it goes down.
If they hadn't lost that res node 3 minutes in, they probably would have had fades to defend hub with the bursts maybe. But yeah, it was all pretty much downhill. Both rounds taken by Oz.
Do we have another map now, Beck, or is it one map?
Pretty sure it's another one. There is another one. No caged. Alright, we'll just have to switch servers for caged. Alright, so just join off me.
So what's your take on the little lineup anyway, Beck? Have you seen much of them before, or?
Well, they were I think they were the first game that I casted. That was Little and versus Little versus. Gosh, I can't remember.
Pi, was it? That sounds about right.
Yeah, Little versus Pi, and then yeah.
Have you seen much of them in, say, just the pub community, or?
Yeah. Mod was actually in my draft team. Actually, our draft team.
You mean? Yes.
Yeah. And I think he's improved a lot lately too.
Yeah, it's amazing what just a little bit of experience in the kind of 6v6 format can do for you. Just your positioning and awareness, I think, mainly, which does make a big difference, I think.
And Vips has been pugging a lot too, and Nick's been on board with that too, I think, recently. And Shizki's mainly pub that I know of. I think he's been recently coming to pug, and Ryujin mostly pub that I've seen. But I think there's potential there. I mean, they've got. It's just that map awareness. Just how are you playing your life forms, knowing when to engage and all that kind of stuff just comes with practice and experience, really, which they don't have at the moment, especially versing Oz, because Oz are pretty much seasoned. They're a seasoned team, and they have a good individual skill between them. So it's pretty hard to verse that in trying to counter.
Agreed. I think Little reminds me a lot of Tummy Team Tommy in their first season. You know, they came, I think, was it last in the actual tournament?
I'm not sure.
Not the tournament, the ladder last season. But they have improved significantly in the time since then, and that's just due to them pugging a lot and, you know, learning from other players within the community and obviously developing their own personal skill levels as well. And I think Little at this stage is going to go through a lot of hard matches, and the challenge for them is just sticking together through it. And if you do that, you will end up like a team like Tummy has ended up already. And I think they've got a good chance of actually taking out the Rising Stars tournament. They've got a good team, and it's the exact same players that they had last season.
Tummy?
Yeah, Tummy.
Oh, I think they have their work cut out for them at the moment. I casted a game yesterday with them versus Pi, and yeah, it was 1-1, but yeah, there's a lot of miscommunication, I think, and just they do need work for sure. But this is what this tournament's about.
Sure,
I mean,
I see that.
really
But going from a team that went what did they go, 3 wins and 30 round losses last year to a team that's much more competitive, you know.
In a way,
and I think that's where Little is right now.
Yeah, they're definitely lost my train of thought. They've got the potential there, as I said, really. I mean, it's just, as you said, they just need to stick to it. Because it's very easy to just be like, we're not really getting anywhere, we should just give up kind of thing, and that's not really where you want to take your team.
Well, let's talk about the Oz team now. How's the Oz team these days, and has it changed much from previous seasons? What's your take on that?
They have definitely improved, especially from last season, I would say, or the season before that. That's when I really noticed a big change with how they played, and just them improving overall in terms of how they play together as a team and individual skill. Carrot's definitely one of their best players, if not their best player.
I would agree. I think Carrot really come on in the last couple of months, that's for sure. Capsnip, I think I've always rated Capsnip.
Yeah,
he's a good lurk.
Definitely.
And I'm not sure how frequently he plays with the team, but you know, I think when he does play and he continues to play, it's good for the team.
So his best player, the strong lineup. Okay. Com jumping out to build the armory. Looks like they're going for mines, learning from the last game with having an open base, perhaps.
Mouses yet again jumped out of the hive. They've got a gorge this round. Looks like they're probably going to look at getting some tunnels, maybe. But he hasn't dropped one at the hive yet, so it's interesting.
Oh, it might be tunnel at Puri, maybe? Tunnel, yeah, okay. Oh, wait, was that 2 gorges? Yeah, that's
there
2
we go.
gorges.
Interesting.
Okay, a dual gorge strat. Maybe a fast hive build. Alright, so we've got no engagements thus far, just a little bit of ambushing, ambush placements and some paras.
Nick does well there, but then gets crushed by the other 2.
Sometimes, I mean, without having one less skulk on the field can kind of be detrimental for the alien team, not being able to have enough damage output versus the other team, but we'll see how this goes.
Capstan does well to take out that last man and get away.
And Rez, yeah.
Now he's just going to harass again, so that's good. That's what you want to do as aliens. If you know you can't get a kill, get away. Just hover around there. Don't let them have the knowledge that they can just do what they want in that position because your alien presence is being eliminated.
It's definitely important, yeah. Oh, Carrot almost taking out Shizkiz as well as the other Marine. So it looks like they've just gone for tunnels really just to hold res. I mean, yeah, like that
They're trying to lock off that bottom right-hand corner of the map.
It allows the team to actually save res as well instead of assisting out, so it's interesting. But usually, I mean, if you do that,
it's not a bad idea.
You'd want to go for a quick hive. That's how I would do it anyway. I would, but yeah, this is cool. I like this.
The res pressure hasn't been huge though on the alien side yet, so we'll see what Carrot and Capsnip do here.
Yeah,
I would expect them to take Nick out.
Yeah, this is a little bit out of control at the moment with just Marine res. And
now you see the two Marines, Raijin and Vips. They're just going to take that tunnel out. Completely defeats the purpose of putting them down now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just having that one less skulk on the field, I think, is just like you need people to be scouting these pressure teams and ambushing.
Agreed. You don't need two gorges.
No, especially
limits you in so many other ways.
Unless you're doing a fast hive, and you want it to be up straight away or something,
As we speak, Carrot and Capsnip pushing base, and Mine takes out Capsnip.
Oh, Carrot go for it, yeah. Put 2 shells up. Still only mines. Arms Lab going up now.
Shizkiz needs to back off here. He's not going to do much just by himself there, so just needs to hold a better position.
So 4 nodes down.
That's terrible.
To 1 node.
Holding that corridor is not good. You're just going to get crushed. There was not much teamwork there. Well, he does. That's a very good point. But
oh wow!
To his detriment.
Amazing. He just got out of there.
As you can see, Marine is still floating on 4 res nodes, about to go and build the generator res node.
Look at that, going for their 5th node already. That's.
But then the aliens do have 5, so they've done a good job. They've used a tunnel here in sewer, and they haven't linked it anywhere, just purely for the res node. Oh, it is linked. There we go.
Oh, yeah, they've linked them. Yeah.
Where is that linked to? Oh yeah, there we go, to shipping tunnels. Which is good, so that gives them the extra 2.
Little are doing a lot better on just being able to cap res at the moment. Oz haven't really been pressuring as much as they could have. Although Little haven't really been pressuring their nodes either, like Oz's nodes. They did get 1 down, but...
Yeah, Oz are pretty content to just sit on their 5 nodes, I think, which is very good for the aliens.
Yeah, this is a very comfortable output. Floating 60 res at the moment, and he's got Bile, 3 shells. Looks like there'll just be 1 fade, and that will be Carrot, and he'll be up quite soon. Carrot fade should easily be enough, especially with their lurks still out.
Yes, it definitely should be. And they've dropped another hive now in auxiliary.
Just saving that tunnel there. Alright, so I've got armor 1, weapons 1, marines on 3, almost 4 nodes. They would have to start getting gates soon to hold anything really. I mean, they're losing map control pretty quickly with these lurks out, and aliens are far ahead right now.
Capsnip got close there, but it took a while. He was pretty confident. He didn't get hit for a while there in Central, but eventually Nick got his name going on.
Very close. I think what ends up happening a little bit is when you underestimate your opponent as well. You think you can do it, you can finish it off, but
very easy to do, isn't it?
Yeah, very easy. Carrot's harassing the base a little bit there. Base is wide open, basically, but they've got their mines, so.
Yeah, I don't think they're interested in pressuring base right now. They've got a very good res hold here they're aiming, so there's no real need for them. They're just going to get their P-res up and drop their fades out, and it's going to be a lot of trouble for Little, I think.
They've got all their Marines in this one area, and basically base is completely open. Looks like they're going for it now. They do have Vile, so they've called that, and they're like, look, let's just go to base, because everyone is just south of the map and they don't even have gates up, so.
Command station under attack.
The obs did not go off. They did try to beacon, but
they haven't dropped anything, and none of the Marines are responding.
Looks like
so
that's it.
It's going to be game, I think. If they, there we go. That was good.
I'm not sure why
They're still not
was
responding
playing
yet.
so defensively. He should have gone in just to do a bit of Vile harassment, but
one Marine in base still.
Still no obs.
Here we go. They're coming back. Getting close now.
Com is back in the chair. Nose out again.
And the third hive's been dropped in sewer.
A bit slow on the beacon.
Command station under attack.
Second hive's pretty much completed.
Admin's now going to clear all the res, and the Marines are going to have nothing.
Okay, looks like Carrot's going to go Ausns, unless he's forgotten to go fade.
It's a bit of a show off, that Carrot guy. Probably will go Ausns just to be a hero.
They still haven't lost their lurks or their gorges, so it's pretty. Having an Ausns2 gorgeous healing is pretty much unstoppable, and the biomass to back it up.
It is definitely good game. Little just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, 2 nodes. They must have lost their gate upgrade, didn't they? Whilst losing that obs.
Indeed.
Yeah. They lost some res because of that too, in fact. Maybe he was waiting for it to finish before he beaconed, or maybe, I don't know, but I don't know what happened there. That doesn't make any sense for me. Plus have capped the map pretty much, or getting there. 2 pressuring Jan. 2 nodes, not much you can do here. I mean,
no, there's nothing they can do here. They have 3 hives and a billion res.
There's the Ausns, Carrot Ausns. With Umbra and...
I expect the good game will be called shortly.
Yeah, Paul's going for base. Not sure what... There was really no reason for that. To suicide. And your team's pretty much coming anyway.
Just for troll's sake, they've got a tunnel up near Marine Start as well.
Yep. Yeah, Marie's losing 11 nodes to 2. And he's just completely surpassing them. Oh. Almost catching a lurk out. they're back up to 3 nodes. They're pressuring Orcs hive.
Watch these Marines here. 2 shotguns gone. And Orcs Jenner.
Yeah.
Yep. P-Res is
Three.
looking pretty slim right now.
Oh yeah, they can't
Vips
even
can afford a
shotguns.
shotgun.
Oh, yep.
And that's all.
3 on Sewer Hive. Ernos lurks going to base at some point.
It's definitely time to finish it, so that's good.
Really, I mean, going for resin now isn't really important because they've just pretty much surpassed what they needed.
They got the beacon off earlier this time, but
they can probably kill
not much
Captain
point.
if they focus him.
Captain will just probably own off soon enough. He probably wants to die.
Oh dear. 7 biomass spores. They've gone pretty much doing all their upgrades on 3 hives.
Yeah, just have a look at the graph here. The aliens reached 5 res towers at just past 4 minutes. And then it's a constant line and up and game over from there. Generally as Marines you want to have a little bit higher res presence than the aliens, which they did for the first couple of minutes, which was pretty good. But from there it just became alien swarm.
They held res at the start really well. They capped res really well, but it was just being able to hold those nodes, and I think they were pushing just too aggressively and not having enough defense to do so. If that makes sense, like they really needed that control earlier than what they did to be able to sustain.
I'm just going to go and get myself a
Upgrades.
tasty beverage, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yep. Oh, they haven't. They're not ready yet, I don't think.
That's alright. Let's let them know I'm ready. So this is a bit of a Squad 2 kind of reunion, right, mate?
Sorry, what was that?
A Squad 2 reunion, as Slayer would have called it.
Squad 2 reunion. I'm not sure. Is it?
That's okay.
Do you want it to be?
Oh, sure, why not? I'm just saying, we always used to get paired together back in the Ascension days.
Oh, right. Derp.
Squad 2, hello.
So true, yes. How did I miss that? Now we're moving on. Moving on to better things, Jimmy, obviously.
Yeah.
Squad 2.
What are we going to call ourselves now? Squad...
1. ... Number 1 squad. Okay, round 2 is starting. I was taking the last round with their aliens. Got a 2-3 split. No, just another split there. 2-2-1. 2 going straight to central there. like he might get the ambush. Nick on Gorgie. Nice work. Very good clear there.
They did well.
Both clears,
It wasn't
actually.
very effective. Vips went in by himself too early, and Shiz was pretty slow to respond. They probably could have got away with much more health if they had communicated better there.
At Central, yeah. It wasn't too bad. They won both their first engagements at Central and at Waste, so they have let 2 Marines run past, though. They really need to be focusing the cappers now to ensure they don't push out more on the map. We've got Nick here watching Waste, and we have Region watching Stability.
Looks like they went back to heal, which is a bit of a rookie mistake. You know, it's much better to sacrifice your skulk on a res node and get at least, 50% damage on that than just to go back to the hive or go back to a gorge and heal. You just want to get damage on their res nodes as much as you can.
Yeah, that's true. Suiciding on a node is a little bit better than going all the way back, unless you're the unless you need to take out the Marines as well. Like, monitoring was pretty wide open for any of those skulks at Central.
You look at the Marines res now, and that's 6 straight up because there's no pressure, If you get away from an engagement, even if it's 10% health, you need to get on their res and start chewing.
Yeah, exactly, the Central skulks, yeah. At the start. Nick has pretty much let Gorgie build Waste, and now he's chewing that one. But yeah, they started off really well, but then they just lost grounds after that first engagement, and now the Marines are taking out their first node.
Now they're definitely on the back foot now, so now they're camped here, trying to defend nothing. The res is gone now.
Yeah.
They need to ensure that they don't lose their other res node at Purification.
Exactly.
Which looks like it's going to get crushed here.
Mod's going to get sandwiched here. Mod getting his spits. Can you do it, Mod? Can you out heal?
He's pushed out and doesn't have any support, so yeah. Just a few errors from inexperience, really. They're not knowing which side they need to be at.
You definitely want to be on the side that is where your res is actually built and ready. And also you want to be supporting the Gorge, because, even though they can do a decent amount of damage and they're a pretty great support class, they're still pretty vulnerable, very easy to trap if you know how to trap them. So you want to have people scouting. Same pressure team going back into shipping. He's parried, it's not like they don't know, so just everybody else is out on the map though, and what are they going to do about it? Not much they can do. There's no one there to react to it, really.
They have done a good job at getting back on the res after that early lead that the Marines have, which is good.
Yep. 4 nodes down, and 1 node down for the aliens.
The problem is if you're on the bad side of the res continuum, then you don't want to be sacrificing your own nodes, because it's going to take a long time to get your life forms off if that's the case.
Yep.
So you only really want 1 and at a maximum of 2 people chewing res while the others are defending.
They should try to assist out to Sewer, or just try to assist out as much as they can from the other side, because Sewer is just completely ready to be taken, really. And they can afford to. They're floating 40 res. Folks are coming out. 3rd shell going up. Pulls and carrot. Oh, Nick getting out. That was smart of Ryujin. I mean, Nick playing a bit smarter there with just pulling out when he saw the other Marine coming in, because it can be pretty dangerous just getting ganked from behind.
Looks like they're... Yeah, here we go. Getting a team crush, which is good.
Yeah, that was smart. It was smart play, but they've also just completely left the other side open for Gorgie to hit Puri, which is pretty much the same exact thing that happened last time.
Yeah.
Just letting that one guy just get in there.
I imagine it's a few panic calls, which happens to all the new teams. You're like, oh shit, we're losing. What's his face? Everyone go there, and everyone goes there, and then you've lost all other presence on the map. So, that'll take time, but they'll get there.
I think also the other issue is that they've also again tried to hold opposite nodes when, if it's a lot easier just to have, if they just capped Tasua, that would give them the 3 nodes and a tech point to defend. It's a lot more worthwhile than having to try to hold shipping as well as purification.
Yeah. We're talking about Little a lot, but Oz are doing a very good job at keeping the pressure on their res nodes so
Definitely.
that there's no pressure on their own res nodes, and so that's why they've been able to float with this 6 nodes for so long. Just
Definitely.
the constant offensive action forces the alien team, especially an inexperienced alien team, to just react, which you do, and that's kind of ingrained in pub play. React to losing something and defend it, but you're able to kind of sack your own kind of res if the situation calls for it, as long as you're doing something positive on the other end.
Yep. They've always sort of been in the right position at the right time to be able to have that split pressure going.
One work down. I didn't see where that was. Just in the hive. Was it?
Yeah, ventilation. So there's shotguns in the hive. It's just really brutal right now. So just some full-on pressure, denying them the presence on the map that they would possibly need. 2 at base. They beacon for that, even though they do have mines, and they were only hitting the base gate. So a bit worrying there.
For the Oz team.
Sorry.
There's no loss there.
No loss.
Team, though.
Yeah, that's true. They have so much res, and they can just easily group up now and hit the hive again if they want to.
And in a split second, they're back down at the hive again.
Yeah, having that gate is very important. Like a beacon isn't just useful for getting your Marines to defend your base. It's also good just to have all your Marines together so you can push one area together rather than being all scattered around the map and meeting up at different points.
This is going to be a good game. Raijin did a good job, having someone on the phase gate there to prevent the pushes, but just couldn't hold it there a little. And Oz takes it for a 4-0 win.
Yep.
Command station under attack.
I think Little just needs to work on capitalising on being able to kill the Marines early in those engagements.
So that's it, isn't it, I think?
Yep. Thanks, Jimmy.
No worries. Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Alright, squad
1?
2? I don't know. Squad 1 on the comp team.
Squad something.